Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great week. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing some junk journaling today. I'm very excited and I want to do it with you guys because I got some like snail mail in from an artist that I found on Twitter recently. I want to make sure I say his name right. I think it's Spadoof. It's Spudoof. I could be pronouncing it wrong. But I'll put his Twitter handle that I found him on there if you want to subscribe to his mail club. So I got his first one that he sent out. Well, I don't know if it's the first one ever, but the first one that I signed up for. I got it, I think, was it a couple weeks ago? And I opened it, but I just haven't had a chance to actually put it in my journal yet. And I'm going to keep some of it and I'm not going to put it in my journal, but there's a few pieces that I do want to make like a nice spread with. I don't really know how it's going to go or what I'm going to do with it yet. So I thought I would share it with you guys. So I've got my journal here. As you can see, it's getting a little thick. Okay. And those beginning pages that I've gotten to, it's starting to get a little thick, which is so exciting. I love when I watch other people's journaling videos and like they have a completed or almost completed journal and it's so thick, like it can barely close. I cannot wait until mine is like that. But it's getting there. Look at those thick pages. I'm so excited. And I want to decorate the front of my journal too. Probably not today because I just haven't figured out what I want to do with it. I've seen people just do stickers or like they'll do like little engraving things on the front. I don't know. But anywho, let me show you what I got in my mail club delivery, and then we can get started. Boy, I've been watching you. Okay, so here it is here. And so I'm just so excited. First of all, I just cannot get over how stunning this is. I was thinking about like maybe getting a pin board because I'm gonna get another shipment from him sometime soon. So maybe like I want to like have a little pin board where I can put a lot of my artwork like this. I just love it. But anywho, let's get into it. So we have this really cool artwork here. And okay, I have to try something. I'm not gonna put this in the journal because I need to wet it. So it's this really cool thing. The way that he did it is like if you spray it with water, a design will show up. And I haven't done that yet. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to get any of my other stuff wet. But I'm not gonna pin this one now. This is the only thing I won't use. So I'll set that up there. But I've got a receipt, and I love a receipt in my junk journals. And I have this really cool, so you put like a little letter in there that he wrote. And I just love this translucent paper. It feels nice, it looks beautiful, and what he's saying on here is very good too. And so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I might need that clamp on there. I like to not have anything in my way because I'm not really sure what I want to do. And the hard thing about it is with someone else's artwork, even though you're allowed to use it however you want, I would love to rip this, but I kind of don't want to rip it just because I know he spent so much time on it. He even signed the back, so I don't really want to rip it. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to run this. So in my head, when I was thinking about it, I knew that I wanted something underneath my translucent paper, and I want to be able to like lift it up. I don't want it to be stuck down just because I ever want to come back and read this. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that. I could go like this and make it be like the overlay on top of whatever I do, and then just have it, I can just have it kind of take down like this on top of whatever I do, like that. And that's the hard thing. I mean, not even hard. When it comes to junk journaling, like, I think it's really good for me as someone who likes to make everything as perfect as possible and likes to overthink stuff sometimes. Like, this is my journal. Like, obviously at this moment I'm sharing it with you guys, but this is my journal. I'm the only one who really looks at it for the most part, and I need to like it, but it doesn't have to be perfect, you know? So I think that's a really important thing that I have to tell myself. Like, I like to play around and figure out the best spread, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so before we get started, I just wanted to pull out a few things that I want to use to start doing the spread. If y'all watched my last video, I organized all my junk journal stuff in this cute little cobalt toolbox, and I love it so much. It's been really helpful because my desk has been looking crazy. But anywho, some of my stickers that I've been adding on top of here, these are like some of the new stickers that I plan to have at my pop-up, which is going to be on February 7th. I'll put a little flyer in here so y'all can get some more details if you happen to be in the DFW area. But yeah, this Bookaholic license plate sticker, my grocery bag Hot Girls Read sticker, I have a cheetah print sticker. This is an old one from last year, but it'll still be there at the pop-up. And then this is one from a coffee shop that I went to a couple weeks ago called Summer Moon, and I just loved the font here. The type is so nice. And then random, not my sticker, but I just love it anyways. I went to this coffee shop recently and I saw this one and I just loved it. I really love checker print things, so I thought this was cute. Anywho, if you want to shop these stickers and you don't live in the DFW area, I'm going to be posting them on my Etsy store soon when they come in. So these are just a few test prints that I printed out to see how I like them. But my big order will be coming in soon, so I will put those on my Etsy store if you want to shop them. Anywho, let's get a few things. So I got these recently from Hobby Lobby. These cute little silver dots and these silver stars. I think for the spread, I'm thinking blue. I'm thinking silver. Black, gray, that's the kind of vibe that I want. I feel like that kind of goes along with the items I'm going to be using. And then I went and pulled out a few little things. I found this random piece of junk. I don't know what this was from, but I have this. I feel like it goes well. And then I have just these two pictures that I took from whenever ago. And I feel like I'm going to incorporate these. So I don't really know how this is going to go, guys. Let's just sit down and get it together. Okay. So like I was saying before, I don't really know how I want to do this. Like, I really don't want to rip this. Like, it just looks so nice. But I was thinking maybe I could, I feel like this should go in the corner. I feel like I want to lay this on top. I just think this looks good like this. So maybe, or maybe I can do it like this to where I have a border that I can decorate. And I just want to be able to put things down loosely because I may not. And I think I want to keep this paper on there. I want to be able to go back and read this when I want to, is what I'm trying to say. So let me think. Okay. Y'all have just watched me fiddle around and for the longest, and it was supposed to be a 2-page spread. I realized over the past pages that I've done, I prefer a 1-page situation. I don't normally do the big ones, or maybe I haven't accumulated enough stuff to feel like I can really do it the way I want to. And my thing is, I'm running into a few issues. One, like I said before, I want to be able to read this. I want to be able to look at the stuff. So that's what makes it a little bit hard. So what I think I'm going to do is there was the only way that I could fold this translucent paper so that it would fit is if I did it like this, because it doesn't fit right if I turn it horizontally. It sticks out on the side, and I don't want that. So I think I'm going to just do like a double page spread in the sense of it comes this way and this way. And so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to color this page like a whole bunch of different shades of blue or something like that, or maybe I'll take some of these pictures that I have and I'll do them sideways like this, and then I'll put it on top of there, because that's nothing else will go on this page on top of his writing. And then on this page, I think I'm going to just put this down. I might keep this other picture back here, and then I'm going to put this in the center. And then I'll put some of these little, I think I want to do some of the dots. So I think that's the plan. I think I'm going to color both of the sheets blue. And I'm going to take all this off. And I think I'm going to color both sheets blue first. Either I'm going to color them blue. I think on this side, on this page for sure, I think I'm going to end up doing something with the photos like this. I don't know. I feel it. I feel it. And that's the most important thing. Let me move this out the way. I have to repeat to myself, and I said this earlier too, like I said, repeating. I have to repeat to myself all the time that nothing has to be perfect, okay? You have to just feel it, and you have to like it. And I think that's a great exercise that junk journaling brings, like outside of just, you know, obviously being super creative, and that's the most exciting part. I'm gonna have to cut some of this off. Obviously I need a new glue stick too, guys. Okay, I'm all over the place. Maybe I'll use tape to tape them down. Yeah, on top of the regular stuff, like on top of like being creative and just kind of finding different ways to exercise your creative muscle, I definitely think that junk journaling does that. That's way too much tape, girl. But I think it also just helps me to lean more into doing the first thing that comes to mind, and making that a constant practice for me, and just doing whatever I think looks good, and just trusting myself too, because like even my previous entry, when I first started it, I was not feeling it. I thought it was so ugly, and I'm like, why did I even put this shit together? This looks terrible. And then I kept going, and I did some more searching. I did some more searching to find other elements that I thought would be nice in the journal. And then after all of that complaining, and I'm thinking that I'm doing a bad job, which how can you do a bad job at junk journaling? It's literally just taking random junk and journaling for it. Like, you really can't do it badly. But I was really making myself feel bad about it. And I'm like, girl, this is supposed to be fun. Why are we thinking this hard and making it such a big deal? And after all of that, I went back, and when I finished it, I ended up really liking it. So I'm just like trying to remind myself of those things when I'm doing stuff. Like, girl, it's not that serious. All right, here's that. So this is just the base, so I think it will look really nice. Let's test it out. But I think I'm right that I'm gonna like the way it looks on top of here. Indeed I do. That looks so cool. I like it. I am pleased. I think I might add some of my little dots on the side right here, but I'm gonna come back to that. So this is one side. And this is kind of crazy because I usually don't skip a page. So I'm going to come back and I'll put something else here later. So now I have it like that. I'm still going to wait to put this on until the end though. So I think I'm going to write myself a little something, but I think I'm going to color this first. So I wrote a little something about some questions that have been floating in my brain. I'm not going to share that here because I think that's a part of journaling too. For those of you who already do it, whether you do it in a junk journal form, or if you do it like audibly, or if you're just writing down in a random notebook, you get to be starting to write stuff out about random things that come across your mind throughout your day or week whenever you sit down to do your journaling. And so even though it's nothing super crazy in here, I think it's just cool to just write down certain things that are in your mind. And I realized when I finished writing it, I was trying to figure out what I want to put here. When I finished writing it, I asked a lot of questions in here. So that's what this is about. And that's what came up today when I was writing. So every once in a while, I don't write letters and complete journal entries on every single page, but I felt like I wanted to write something. And that's that. And then let's see this now. Bringing this back into the folds. I'm going to scoot it up a little bit. I just like the way this looks. Okay, I need to glue these down at the bottom so that way it will stick. But I like the way this looks against these pictures. I was trying to figure out when I wanted to use these, and I think this looks nice. Okay, I think this is pretty much it. Only thing I want to do is just put some little dots down just to give it some texture. Okay guys, so this is where we're at now. I think I'm pretty much done. I might come back a little bit later, which is what I tend to do. I'll do a little bit and then I'll be like, maybe I'll come back and add some more. But for now, I think I'm pleased with it. I wanted a way to be able to store this art without tearing it up because I didn't want to rip it. Like, I love ripping stuff for my other journal entries, but this is just so nice and I didn't want to rip this artwork up. So this is how I did it. I've got my cute little receipt here. I just separated these so I could tape this down so that way it doesn't fall off when I start adding more things to the journal. But I added these little dots on for just a little texture so I can have something to feel. And then I can still pop out this entire translucent thing and lay it out and read it whenever I want to. And then I can lift it and be able to see all the rest of the artwork as well as my little note that I left to myself. And then I can come back, pick it up, wrap it back around, and then I have this really pretty is crazy, really pretty backdrop that I put with these pictures behind it. And then I think that's pretty much it. I think I might put one more little dot, maybe a star right here. Is that lame? I think I like that. I'm gonna put one star. And it can't be lame because it's your journal. Like, dang, you can't. Yeah, so nice. Star. But yeah, this is a really cool thing that I like about my junk journal, like little things that I've gotten some. I always have kept cards for years, but cards and like Christmas cards that I got last year from family members, like being able to put them in my junk journal so that way they don't just end up in a box somewhere that I'll never look at. I look through my journals often, so I think this is a cool way to be able to house things that you get as well that you want to keep, but you don't want to throw into your sentimental box. Okay guys, well this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed making this little journal spread with me. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I can't wait to stare at my little spread, my little page spread for the next couple days. I always do that, so I keep my journal open all the time so I can come back and look at what I did. I think maybe I'll sit here for a little bit longer and figure out what will go on this page. So we'll see about that. But I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for new book content coming soon.